Hey there, and welcome. We're about to break down one of the most fundamental skills you'll ever need as a Python programmer: how to combine text. So, have you ever run into this? You've got a first name here, a last name there, and you need to put them together. Or maybe you want to create a personalized welcome message for a user. Well, you're in the right place. The fancy term for this is concatenation. And I know it sounds a little technical, but trust me, by the end of this, it's going to be second nature. All right, first things first, before we even look at a single line of code, let's get on the same page about what concatenation really means. To put it simply, it's just the act of taking different pieces of text, which we call strings in the programming world, and sticking them together, end to make one single brand new string. That's it. I love this visual because it's the perfect way to think about it. It's like snapping puzzle pieces into place or stacking Lego bricks. You take these individual, separate parts and you connect them to build something bigger and more complete. Okay, let's get our hands dirty with our very first method. This is going to be the plus operator. It's probably the first tool you'll reach for, and yeah, it's the same plus sign you know from basic math. And it works exactly like you think. You take hello, add world, and you get hello world. But wait a minute. See how they're squished together? That's a classic rookie mistake. Python does exactly what you tell it to, so if you want a space, you have to literally add a space in there as its own little string. Now that plus operator is super simple, right? But it has one major pitfall that you absolutely have to know about. This is something that chirps up everyone at first and can bring your program to a screeching halt. So let's imagine this scenario. You've got some text, like the string age, and then you have a number, like say 30. Naturally, you want to combine them. What do you think happens when you try to just add them together with that plus sign? And bam! Crash. Your program just stops. You get what's called a typer error, and it's because Python is confused. It's looking at the text and the number and has no idea how you expect it to mathematically add them. It's a super common roadblock, but don't worry, the fix is easy. And here is that simple fix. This is a game changer. All you have to do is wrap your number inside the string function. You're basically telling Python, hey, for just a second, pretend this number is a piece of text. Once you do that, Python knows exactly how to join them and everything works perfectly. Okay, so you've got the basics down and you know how to dodge that really common error. Now let's level up your code and look at two more modern, more powerful ways to get this done. First up, we've got f-strings. These are, hands down, the modern way to do this. Anytime you need to mix regular text with variables, f-strings are cleaner, they're easier to read, and honestly, they're what most developers use today. And just look at how elegant this is. You literally just put a little f right before your string starts. Then, anywhere you need a variable, you just pop it inside a set of curly braces. That's it. No more clunky plus signs, no more remembering to use that str function. It's just so clean and intuitive. But what about this? What if you don't have just two strings, but a whole list of them? Maybe dozens, or even thousands. You could try to loop through and add them one by one, but that's kind of slow. For this exact problem, we have an incredibly efficient tool called the .join method. Think of the join method as your glue. First, you decide what the glue is going to be. Maybe it's a comma, maybe a space, or maybe, like we'll see, it's nothing at all. Then you tell it to stick all the items in your list together using that glue. It's unbelievably fast. Let's look at this example right here. Our list has two parts, pi and thon. And see that empty set of quotes right before the .join? That's our glue. We're telling Python, hey, use nothing as the glue between these parts, and boom, it seamlessly joins them together to form the word Python. So powerful. All right, we've covered a good bit of ground here. Let's do a quick recap of the 3 awesome tools you've just added to your Python string toolkit. So here's the cheat sheet. When you're doing something really simple and quick, the plus operator's totally fine. When you're mixing text and variables, which is most of the time, the f-string is your absolute best friend. And when you've got a list of strings to combine, the .join method is the most efficient and powerful way to go. And you know, this is why it all matters. Being able to do this stuff isn't just a technical exercise. It gives you the power to create dynamic, custom text for anything you're building, from personal greetings to complex data reports. You can build whatever string you can imagine. So the real question is, what are you going to create first?